Nick, you cover these every single year. I'm going to turn this right over to you and say, what kind of big announcement predictions do we have going into EVO 2023?
Yeah, so we have 8 games on the main stage. It's very common for every game, or at least most of them, to have big announcements relate, like new characters or stuff like that on the main stage. So I figure we can just like go through them one by one to start off. First of all, Marvel 3 is not getting an announcement.
You don't think we're getting Marvel vs. Capcom 4?
Not this close to Street Fighter 6. I really don't think that would be in the cards. Like, I think we could potentially get a new Marvel at some point, but I really don't think this is the time or place. And Marvel 3 is included here as the like throwback tournament, right? That's like a new thing they're doing. So, you know, next year we might have CVS 2 or we might have Tekken 5 DR, all kinds of stuff that's possible. I think Marvel 3 is kind of automatically exempt from this, you know, oh, they're gonna have an announcement on the stage discussion. At least an announcement related to the game itself. Like, they could do like, oh, you know, we're doing a huge High Rollers tournament or whatever.
Sure.
But, yeah. So I think Marvel 3 is exempt to begin with. So Street Fighter 6, we already know what's coming for Street Fighter 6 character-wise. They've already shown us. So I think we can expect an Aki trailer, maybe a release window as well, potentially. Because she's the next character in line. And besides that, like, we could have some announcements for Street Fighter 6, but I don't know what they would be, because we already know the character lineup. They're not going to start talking about Season 2 now. It's way too early. We already know Capcom Cup has this massive prize pool. We know the Capcom Cup schedule. I don't know what it would be. Right?
Yeah, I guess it's just got to be an Aki teaser or trailer. You probably get a full-on trailer. It's not uncommon to do like a double character reveal or a double trailer for something as big as EVO. But you're right, we're only getting 4 characters per year, and it seems like there'll be 1 in each season, right? So Rashid was the summer. I guess Aki would be in the fall, and
then Ed for winter and Akuma for spring, I believe.
Yeah, Ed Winter.
I think that's what we're looking at, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think that we're going to get surprised. And I think that's what you're getting at. With Street Fighter 6, we're not going to get surprised.
Yeah, so next in line we have Guilty Gear Strive. They just finished their second season a few months ago, but they already announced that they're doing a third one. So it's going to be like a Season 3 reveal. They're going to show us a character, and then they're going to have like a lineup, you know, with silhouettes and, you know, these are how many characters you're getting, etc. So I think the announcement itself isn't going to be surprising, but the contents might be, because you don't know who the character is going to be, right? So it might be an old favorite, might be a brand new character. Nobody knows, right? I feel on a personal level that Strive kind of redesigns characters gameplay-wise to an extent where I'm not really hoping for any character in particular. So I would rather see a new character, because I think they do a better job with those personally. So it would be fun to see them bring someone new into the mix again, even though they've already done that a lot. Like the last character was also a new one, Asuka. But I would like to see something like that again.
How about for where are we at now? Tekken?
Tekken, yeah. So we just had the Tekken 8 beta test, and you know there were 16 characters in that. There were some data mines about characters that, you know, have files in the game. Whether that means that they're gonna be in the full product, or it's just like, you know, leftover character data that they were using for whatever purpose.
Sure.
Nobody knows. But it could be characters from there. It could also be something else. I personally think that we are going to see a double character reveal for Tekken 8, because they've still got quite a way before the game is coming out, and we haven't seen a new character yet in Tekken 8.
And there wasn't going to be any guest characters, right? Wasn't that something the developers recently said? So, because my mind immediately goes to Negan just a few years ago, right? Because that was such an impressive and out of left field. No one saw that really coming. At least I didn't. But I guess we're not going to get anything like that, you know? And so I suppose with Tekken, my guess would be to make it stand out as the EVO announcement, we give 2 big characters that we haven't seen before, something along those lines, but something like a double character reveal, but pretty by the numbers otherwise.
I think they would do a brand new character and probably an old favorite. I'm also going to go on the record predicting, because Tekken has this thing, both Tekken and King of Fighters like to do this, where they release new characters that are kind of homages to where their fan bases are. So where the games are popular, they will make new characters that are like related to that. Because Tekken is really big in Poland, for example, and the last character they released for Tekken 7 was Lydia, who was Polish. Obviously, the main storyline throughout Tekken 7 has been Pakistan and the rise of Pakistan. I really think we're going to see a Pakistani character come out for Tekken 8. and that's going to be like the big reveal at Evo.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What else we got here? Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I mean, they've been pumping out Mortal Kombat 1 trailers.
I think just another, like, they'll probably just have their next trailer. This would be a great time to showcase some footage of the guest characters, maybe, you know? We got Homelander and Omni-Man and this horrible-looking Ermac that looks like... there's a lot of comparisons, like gross old mummy looking Ermac, but I would also imagine that the trailers that they've been releasing, like the Lin Kuei trailer and one also popped up over the weekend, that kind of are themed with certain characters and parts of the story that's emerging. Those are so jam-packed with it. They're not only gorgeous, they not only reveal cameos and some background stuff, and then maybe a new character or two. Those all feel like Evo level reveals to begin with. So I figured we just get another one of those. And man, if you got Homelander, John Cena, whomever in it, that's just another cherry or two on top. But I think Mortal Kombat has no problem with what they've got in the pipeline right now, just releasing it as the Evo reveal 2, because it's all been so high level.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're probably going to see a theme trailer because they're all comic book characters, right? So having Omni-Man and Homelander and Peacemaker. Yeah, I think having a trailer where you showcase each of those one after the other, because they're not really going to be story characters anyway, but you show kind of what they can do, you show the fatalities, I think that's most likely what's going to be. So even if it's not characters that it's characters we're aware of already, right? I still think that's going to have enough like cinematic and hype value to, make the audience go wild anyway.
Absolutely. Speaking of making the audience go wild, King of Fighters. Anything there?
Oh, yeah. So King of Fighters is currently in its second season. We have 2 more characters coming after Najd, who was the most recently revealed one. But they are both silhouetted, so we don't know who they are. And I am very hopeful because the first silhouette actually looks a lot like Hinako, who is my girl in KOF 02UM. And I mean, she's ridiculously stupid in that game. There's no way they're going to make her that dumb again. But I'm still very hopeful because I like the character a lot. And the general speculation on these silhouettes has been that it's Hinako and Duolon, who are both decently popular characters. But since they're silhouettes, you don't know. This is just what people have been thinking about, right? So I think we're going to see a double reveal here, which shows those 2 characters. And, whether we go into gameplay or not, I don't know. But they're going to show us who these last 2 Season 2 characters are. And considering Samurai Showdown actually got 3 seasons back in the day, and KOF 15 has been a lot more successful, I think they might even go straight in to say, oh, Season 3 is coming as well.
Right on. Melty Blood type Lumina. Anything there?
It's been a while since we had a character release in that, but I believe they're still working on it. The game seems to be doing quite well for them, and they're also they're the same company that do the Fate series, which I don't follow at all, but it's quite big, and it has a massive mobile game called FGO, and they've been like shoveling characters in from that instead of like actual Melty Blood characters, which I've seen some people kind of upset about, but I think that's probably paying their bills. So I think we might see, some super hyped mobile game character just get, oh, hey, here's this character, and, the wallets just come out.
A game that could cause the wallets to come out, and it hasn't for a minute, but Dragon Ball FighterZ, if you guys remember that game, it's going to be at EVO. Are they going to have some big announcement? Are they finally going to announce rollback netcode?
They already announced it, but are they going to announce when it's actually coming is the question. I think we're going to see some news on the rollback, but I think for Dragon Ball FighterZ, there has never been an official announcement, but there's been a lot of things pointing towards a Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 being in the works. But I do not think EVO is a big enough venue for Dragon Ball, because it goes beyond just fighting games, right? Dragon Ball is such a massive IP that I would expect a show like E3, Tokyo Game Show, maybe even the Game Awards, to have that kind of reveal. I really don't think EVO is going to be where we get the announcement of Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, if it is indeed in the works. If it was already announced, yeah, we'd see a trailer, but I think Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to be in the unfortunate position of not really getting much. But hopefully at least we get, actual confirmation on when the rollback is happening, because I know people have been kind of up in arms about that.
Yeah. All right, so maybe nothing, maybe a little like quality of life update, but I don't know what to tell you, Dragon Ball FighterZ fans. It's been a minute, and we're ready for something new for sure. Hey, thanks for checking out that clip from our pre-Evo Talkin' Block episode. If you'd like to see a similar one just like it, you can do so right here. And if you want to hear our entire discussion, you can do so right here.